Well, I've been using Cool Edit Pro for maybe about 20 years, something like that, and over those 20 years I've picked up a few hints and tips, so I'd like to share one with you now. This is a mid-side technique that I like to use for live drum recording. So let me just play you what I've got and then we'll dive into it. So that's including my mid-side technique. I'm going to take it out and put it back in as you're listening. So here goes. That's without. That's with. That's without. That's with. So this is a live recording. I've got drums, there's a guitar in there, bass guitar and vocal. I'll tell you what microphones I've got. This is just on the drums. I find that it really brings the room together, and that's the main focus of it really. On the kick I've got a D112, on the snare I've got a SM57. Overhead I've got a Golden Age Project, I think it's a passive ribbon microphone. The toms I've got AKG mics, and for the room, the special mid-side technique that I'm on about, I've got another ribbon microphone, the Golden Age Project passive microphone. So what I do with it is, while you're setting up your drums and you're putting your overheads and your toms and things like that, I put a ribbon microphone out into the room, but the null side of the ribbon microphone faces towards the kit. So not there's the most cancellation on a ribbon microphone in the null of the microphone, which is like I don't know, it's on the ribbon microphone, it's a band of metal that goes all the way around the microphone, and the figure of 8 pattern that a ribbon microphone listens to points towards the walls of the room. So it's almost like 90-degree angle to the drum kit. So you're not actually listening to the drums with the microphone or any of the instruments. You're listening to the walls, and that produces something that sounds like, let me get it on here, where is it? That's this one. Sounds like this. So it was a lively room. It was, although we did put up backdrops and things like that to try and dampen the sound and to look good as well because it was video. And we got some carpets down as well to dampen the sound. It still sounds pretty lively. So what you do is you take your WAV file, it's a mono file that you get from the ribbon microphone, and save it as mixed down room ribbon L for left, and this is going to be a left channel. And then you go up here into effects and invert the file. And what that does is it flips it 180. And if I just go to this, I'm not going to do that, but if I'm going to go to this other file here that I've already prepared, you'll be able to see the waveform flipping. See that? I'll flip back and flip back in. So it's just an upside down version of the same waveform, and when I flipped it I'll save that as mixed down room ribbon right, and then I'm going to go into the multi-track. I'll insert these into the multi-track like that, using that little insert into the multi-track button, and then flip to the multi-track view, and that's there. In fact, I've done this procedure already, but I'll take you through it. So I'll just get rid of those, and these are the wave files here, and I've panned the left one left, and I've panned the right file right, and on their own they sound a little bit weird like this, because you get in the left basically cancelling out the right, and it just sounds a bit weird. Like that. But if you blend that sound in with the tracks, something magical starts to happen. So I'll just see if I can blend that in with the tracks. I'll play it. I'm just going to add things in as we go. So that's the kick. Where's my room mic's gone? There you go. There's a snare. Overheads. Tom. That's without. So you can hear the room again. There. So what I'd do then is I'd mix those out with, I'd normally do it with this solo kind of function. You just activate the solo button on each one and make sure that the same volume or thereabouts, and go up here to edit and mix down to file all waves, and that will mix it down to a stereo track, just so you can process it a bit better. So I'll turn those off because I've already done that, and that's up here, just there. Mix down room ribbon sides, and that's the same. So that's the same file. But what I've done with this is a bit of EQing. As you can see, I've taken out most of the bottom end, and that's just to allow like bass frequencies to come through, kick and bass and that kind of thing. And I've raised a little bit of the top end. So there you go, hope that helps. It's a mid-side technique using a microphone with a figure-of-8 pattern to bring back the room. Rather than having a very close mic sound on your drum kit, you can face the ribbon microphones null towards the drum kit and record the sides of the room, and bring a little bit of that room back in without using stereo microphones. One of the benefits of using a ribbon microphone as the stereo image sort of thing, having it as a sides microphone, is the fact that the capsule is the same capsule. It's the if you're using stereo microphones, that's two microphones. You have to get the capsules really close together and pointing at 45-degree angles and all that kind of thing. This just gets rid of that because you're just using one microphone. So it's getting rid of a lot of faff. And with this session like this, what we had, it's just time is of the essence, really. So we just sort of chucked up the microphones, chucked up the backdrops and all that kind of thing, and got stuck in. And then I'm doing all this post-processing later. So there you go. Hope that helps. If you've got any questions or comments, or you want to go over anything again, let me know, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you like this kind of style of video, I'll do some more. So please like, share and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.